This video was made possible by HDpiano. Learn the best songs on piano at hdpiano.com. With most music, from the very beginning, it's quite clear where the downbeat is, where the one is, how we should be able to count the meter of the music, right? Even if the song doesn't start on the downbeat, if it leads into it, it will still be quite clear from the context where the main beats of the bar are meant to be. But some songs have an intro that, intentionally or not, misleads the ear, so you hear the downbeat, the 1, 2, 3, 4, in a different place, not where it's meant to be felt. So today we're going to look at 6 songs that do this, 6 songs that have an intro where you think you know where you are in the pulse, and then suddenly, by the end of the intro, you realise, oh, I'm not in time with the music, my body doesn't know where the pulse is anymore. Now, due to the risk of copyright claims with some of these songs, I'm using cover versions for all of the songs. But rest assured, I've chosen cover versions that are 100% faithful to the originals. So the intro in the cover version is exactly as confusing as the intro in the original piece. So we're going to start with a song that's well known for a confusing intro, Take It Easy by the Eagles. We'll start by me counting along where I, and probably you, feel the beat to be. And then we'll see where it goes out of time with our internal perception of time. And then I will show you how you should be feeling the intro of Take It Easy. So this is how we feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Did you see what happened there? Once the verse came along, once we got out of the intro, it quickly became clear that the pulse that we had been latching onto, counting in time to, was not actually the main pulse of the music. Okay, we're going to listen again, and this time I'll count the quote-unquote correct pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So you can see how physically difficult that was for me, and it probably sounded just as difficult as it looked. I'm basically having to work against my internal sense of timing. I have to push against what I want to feel the correct beat. So basically what's happening in Take It Easy is the song actually starts on the 4 and, on the 8th note at the end of the previous bar. But because we're at the very beginning of the song, there's no wider context for us to know that. So our ear, our body naturally entrains, naturally locks in to that beat as if it's the downbeat, as if it's the one. A similar example to this actually is Misty Mountain Hop by Led Zeppelin. Once again, let's have a listen to it and I'll count along where I'm genuinely feeling the pulse, and then I'll show you what it should actually be counted as. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see, just like with Take It Easy, after we got out of the initial intro, what we were counting as 1, 2, 3, 4 was now on the offbeat. It wasn't correct anymore. So just like with Take It Easy, what's happening here is the song effectively starts on the 4 and. But we don't know that. We haven't got the sufficient context to know that, so our ear latches onto that initial beat as if it is the downbeat, but it's not. So once again, let's listen to that song and I will show you how it should be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see again how physically I had to change what I was doing. You know, the way that we perceive timing, that what's called entrainment, is natural. It's organic. We don't do it on purpose. It happens to us. Right, another song that starts on the 4 and, just like Take It Easy did and Misty Mountain Hop, is Drive My Car by the Beatles. But the intro of this song is very short. It's only like 2 bars long. So you spend that first bar getting into the beat. You spend the second bar in training with it, being in time with it. And then the third bar is when you realise actually you were out of time and entrained to the wrong pulse. So let me show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm out of time. But in the intro, it sounded perfectly in time. It's just the moment we got out the intro, we realised that we were wrong. So once again, I'll show you how it should sound if you count it in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So just like the first two examples, Drive My Car starts on the 4 and, on the last 8th note of the bar before the true downbeat. So from our perceptions point of view, from the way I'm actually feeling this music, it's like we have an extra 8th note thrown in here, which would make one of these bars of 4/4 into a bar of 9/8. Of course, I'm not actually suggesting the Beatles wrote it with a bar of 9/8 here, but this is how I'm perceiving the music. This is how I feel it. Because I make these music theory videos where I use sheet music on screen and I seem to know what I'm talking about, a lot of people assume that I was classically trained at the piano, but that's not actually true. I was self-taught at the piano. And genuinely, a tool I used when I was first teaching myself how to play songs at the piano is today's sponsor, HDpiano. HDpiano has a massive library of really easy to understand, really well laid out tutorials on how to play classic songs at the piano. You can follow the link down below to find out more. Thanks very much. Right, our next example is another Beatles song, but this time we've got a different type of confusing intro. The first 3 examples all started on the 4 and, so we thought the one was an 8th note earlier than it actually was, which made us sort of counting, we were counting early. But with this example, we'll actually be counting late because we're not starting on the 4 and this time, we're starting on the 2. We're starting later than the downbeat of the bar. Let me show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So you can see there, where I was saying 4 was actually where the 1 should be, because I was all 1 beat out of time, because John's guitar part that starts at the beginning of the song isn't on the downbeat. Din, 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 din. That's actually the offbeat. It's the 2 of the bar. Okay, so this time I'll count it how it should sound, and what I'll have to do with this is, instead of counting 1 for the downbeat, I will count 2, and that will effectively pull me into sync with where it should be. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So from my perception, I'm effectively hearing sort of a bar of 3/4, right? A bar that's missing a beat. That's not how the Beatles wrote it. And the Beatles wrote it so it's on the 2, but we don't know that. At the beginning of the song, there's no context. So it all comes down to our perception. And what is correct? Is it the author's intention, or is it the way we perceive it? In my opinion, music is all about perception. Our penultimate example of a confusing intro today is You Make My Dreams Come True by Hall & Oates. Let's have a listen to it and I'll show you where I naturally feel the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So this is the same type of confusing intro we had on She's a Woman by the Beatles, where the song is beginning on the 2nd beat of the bar. The first chord we hear on that keyboard is actually the 2nd beat of a bar of 4/4, but without context we can't know that, so we wind up counting 1 beat too late. This is how it should be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I don't really understand why this keyboard part starts on the 2nd beat of the bar. It doesn't really make any sense. It must have just been a bit of a quirk that happened when they first recorded the song. And interestingly, on the live version of the song, they actually lose this confusing aspect of the intro. They complete this bar, so we don't start on the 2nd beat of the bar, we start on the 1 as you would expect.
What I want, you got in my heart.
And our last confusing intro today is Hold the Line by Toto. Let's have a listen and I'll count along with where I perceive the rhythm to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what happened there, right? This is confusing for a different reason. So here we're actually muddling time signatures. So at the beginning, right, we just have those piano chords happening, right? And because of the place that the chord changes, it makes us think for a second, or at least it makes me think, that we're in 4/4. But actually, we're in 12/8. And what we were counting as the 4 quarter notes of the bar are actually 1/8 notes in the 12/8 time. So we're not even counting the right subdivision here, which creates this really weird, polymetric shift when you latch onto the correct timing. It's really interesting. So this is how it should be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are just 6 songs with a confusing intro, but there's loads more examples out there. I actually made a previous video looking at these a few years ago, so have a look at that if you've not seen that. And also I'm planning a future video where I look at even more confusing intros. So if you can think of some songs that have a confusing intro, do let me know down below in the comments.